here in Brookhaven, there are a lot of items. And here on the right, we have an inventory where I can pick several different items, which are actually quite weird. But today, I want to check out with you some items that are totally secret and not available in the inventory. I want to get items that are impossible to pick up, and you have to complete an event to get them. So for that, I called my friend who's going to help me do this, and he even waved. He said, let's go. We have to get all the secret items. And that's true. There are a lot of secret items, and I want to see all of them today. So I'm going to drive my car, and now I have to come right here, exactly to the Brookhaven church. But guys, apparently, someone decorated this place, and it looks really nice. They put up this fence and also this giant carpet, and I don't know who did this, but it turned out perfect, and it looks beautiful. He said, I was the one who did this, and I'm sure it wasn't him who did this, because my friend wouldn't be able to place these decorations. It was probably someone else. But then a player came out of here. He said, I did this. And apparently, it was this player who did all the decorations. But now that I'm in the church, I have to press this button. Because for those of you who don't know, if I press this, something really weird will happen. I have to press here. And now this light will be activated to show that the button is working. And this is really interesting. It's a totally secret light that you've probably never seen before. But now, I have to come back here to get a specific house, just as my friend came back here. But then this player came over to say something. He said, I want a secret item just for myself. And that's weird, because I don't even have the secret items, but he already wants a secret item for himself. But as soon as I get the secret item, I'll give it to him, because I'm sure he wants it, especially since he just came back in here and is literally sleeping in this Roblox tomb. But I'm coming in here, and I'm going to press this button to see what happens. But nothing much happened. I pressed this button that hides this tomb, but nothing happened, probably because there's a player inside. But he came back here, and for those who don't know, if I press this button, this thing disappears. And that's really weird, because this tomb is down here in a secret place. But guys, I'm going to get a secret item for him, because I'm sure he wants it, especially since he came back here. But now, I'm going to press this button, and I have to go back here to get a specific house. He said, where do I have to get the house? Look, you can get it anywhere. So I'm going to pick a house here, and on the right, it has to be a very specific house, exactly this house. Now I'm coming in here, and I have to go upstairs and enter this room. And now that I'm here, I'm going to press the secret button, which is just down here. And now that I've pressed it, this button will start glowing in a way you've never seen before. But now I have to get out of here and grab the first secret item of all. So I'm heading back here like this. And he said, wow, that was awesome. And it really was awesome. And now we have the secret item, but it hasn't shown up yet. He said, I think you have to go to the house first, and then to the church. And maybe what he said is true, because first, I went to the church, and then I went to the house. But maybe it's the other way around, and maybe I have to come to this house first, press this button, and then I have to go to the church and just press this other button. But this player came back here, and he said, did you get my secret item yet? Look, I still haven't gotten it, but I'll give him the secret item later. I just haven't picked it up yet. So now, he came back here, and the church he built turned out perfect. And all of this that's here in front was made by this player, and it really looks beautiful. But now, I'm coming back here, and I have to go down here, but this time I came in a really weird way, and it actually worked. And now I just have to get right here, and we have a secret item here, an item that's never been seen before, and it's really interesting. But this item has more functions, and there are a lot of things you can do with it. He said, there's nothing you can do with this item. It's useless. Look, that's a lie. So I'm getting in the car, and now I have to come here to the museum, because there's something very specific I can do. But now, we both have this item. This is really weird. And I'm coming up here, but it looks like there's a player here who's not letting people in, and I don't know what's going on. I said, can I come in? I'm an undercover cop, and I'm lying to him, because I want to get into this museum. But if I don't lie to him, I won't be able to get in. And apparently, he agreed and let me in. And that's really good. And now I want to see if my friend can get in too. He said, I'm Sigma. Can I come in? And guys, that was the worst excuse ever. But the player is staring at him. And he said, prove that you're Sigma. And I don't know how my friend is going to prove that, but he's using this face, which is really weird. And the player agreed. And now my friend managed to get in here just by saying he's Sigma. But now I'm coming here, and it looks like there are several signs blocking me from getting right here. And I don't know why this is happening, even though I want to go to another place. But this player is watching everything here. But what he doesn't know is that I have this item, and I have to use this item in this part. And my friend arrived here to see everything that's happening. He said, it's the old Brookhaven map. And this really is the oldest map. And you can see that we have stores that were removed. And everything is really weird. The hotel has 2 floors. But if I get here holding this item, I'll be able to activate a Roblox secret. But it's really hard to do this. Perfect. I did it. And now this light turned on. And I have to get out of here to simply start the secret. So I'm getting in the car, and my friend will have to follow me, because this secret is very important. He said, but aren't we going to see secret items? We'll see them later, and also see what they do, because I want to see all the functions of the items. So now, I'm coming back here, and I have to get to this house. And now we have here a chair that glows in a totally secret way, and it's a really weird chair that you've probably never seen before. But guys, my car is flipped over, and that was really weird. My car just crashed, but now he came here to pick me up, and he said, you're going to see what happens now. But he started to speed up, and I don't know what he's doing, but he got right here and jumped out of the car. He thought he was going to start flying, but that's not what happened. So guys, I'm going to show my friend friend in Roblox how to do this. Basically, you have to speed up as much as you can, and as soon as I get close here, I'm going to jump out of the car, and I'm going to fly. And it looks like my friend finally understood how to do this. He said, now I understand how to do this. But now, I want to get another secret item, but before that, I grab this item because I want to see if it does anything here. I'm trying to use this item, but nothing is happening, and this item really doesn't have many functions. It's just for showing other players that you have a secret item. But I'm arriving here in the front, and there's a guard right here, and I don't know what he's doing, or why he's guarding this place. He said, to pass through here, you must give me that secret item. And guys, he wants this secret item, which actually belongs to the player who helped me in Roblox. So I'm not going to give it to him. He said, if you don't give it to me, you won't enter the neighborhood. So I'm going to leave here and go through another entrance, because we have this other street where I can come in. And now I'm arriving at this house, because this house also has a secret item. And I'm getting here. And for those who don't know, if I go into this room, it just looks like a normal room, a room where you can sleep in Roblox. But if I come to this part, we have an invisible staircase that I can climb here, and right here we have this item, a totally secret item that I can just pick up. But actually, I'm not able to pick it up, and I don't know what happened, but I can't get this item. But my friend is right here, and he just got this house. And he said, it's in this house that there are secret items. And guys, I didn't know that, so I'm coming down here, and apparently, I ended up picking the wrong house. So now, I finally got here, and I probably have to go up here, because this is where we have the secret item. And I have to press this button, and now we have this item right here, which I can actually pick up. But now that I have this item, I'm going to give it to the player, because he wanted an item that only he had. And this item is something only I have, so I'm going to give it to him. But my friend is staring at me, and he said, wow! And he's really impressed with this item. But now, I have to head back here to give this item to the player, because he deserves it. So I'm waiting for my friend to get here, but he's taking too long, and actually, he's already here in the car. He said, I teleported. Well, that kind of makes sense. But now, I'm heading back here to give this item to the player, and I'm arriving right here, and now I'm finally going to give this to him. But he's coming over here to see what's going on, and I have this item just for him, but he's looking at it, and he said, I don't want this. I want the best item of all. But guys, it seems like he doesn't want this item, so I picked this other one, because maybe he'll want this. He said, I don't want this item either. Just let me know when you get something cool. And now he went back in there, and that's really weird. He didn't want my Roblox items, which I got just for him, and that's kind of sad. So I'm going to give this to the soldier, because maybe he wants these items. Perfect! I just gave him this item, and he said, thank you very much. And it looks like he's really happy, so much that he just left here, holding this Roblox item to show the other players that he has this item. And that's impressive. I don't know what he's doing, but he didn't open this Roblox gate. So I'm going to have to leave here in a really unexpected way. Perfect! I just got out of here in the weirdest way possible. But I'm following this player because I want to see what he's doing. And now he's coming up here, and he's really carrying this item like it's something very special. But apparently, he's coming here to test the Roblox secret, and he actually managed to activate it. And there's this secret right here, and it's probably his first time seeing this. So I have to get right here, because in this exact location, we have this place that has a secret here. So I have to come inside, and my friend is coming here too, with a flashlight. And that's going to be really important, especially because there's no light here. And now I have to sit on this couch, and I'll get the secret item, which is a really weird item. It has random textures from the game, and if I pick this item up again, it changes textures, and it has some really strange textures. And I can also carry players, and that's why I'm carrying my friend up here. And he said, it's a portable couch, and it really is a portable couch. But we have another secret item here, and I have to get to the bank. But I'm carrying my friend, and now I'm going to grab this item, and I have to go inside this elevator. But now that I'm going down here, I'm carrying my friend back, and I threw him here because there's another secret here. And actually, there are a lot of secret items here, and this is the place with the most secret items in Brookhaven. And here on the right, we have these two briefcases, which look exactly like this, and they have regular money. But if I grab this card and now go inside here, I have to get past these lasers and grab this TNT on the right and throw it right here. And this way, I'll get access to a totally secret item, which is a money briefcase. And now, if I grab this axe on the right and break this object in Brookhaven, I'll get this secret key, which I have to use right here, and I'll be able to get through this part like this to reach the bank vault. But my friend stayed back here, and he said, open the door. And guys, I don't know if I should open the door, but I'm going to open it here because he's going to have to help me open the bank vault. And he's going to have to grab this item because it's going to be really important, and opening the bank vault is harder than it seems. So I'm going to throw this TNT here, but it's still not open. Now my friend just got here, and he finally opened this vault, and I finally got this money, and actually, I got bitcoins. And now we have to get out of here as fast as possible. But I have to get to this place, and I have to grab this key and just open this. And it actually worked, but this part is impossible to open, and it just won't open. So my friend grabbed this axe, and now he's breaking the wall, and he has to destroy this thing, because finally the door will open, and we'll be able to get in here. And I'm going to use TNT here, and now I managed to get the diamonds, and here we have a bunch of secret items. The gold is glitched, but we have the bitcoins and also the diamonds. And the diamonds are the most beautiful of all. But it's not just this secret item that we have here in Brookhaven. There are actually a lot more around the city. But my friend is still breaking this, and he didn't realize that the door already already opened, and now he finally noticed it, but the door is closed again. And he said, didn't the door open? Actually, the door did open, but he didn't see it. But guys, I'm carrying him because I'm going to teleport in Roblox, because now I want to see another secret item from a specific house in Roblox. But my friend is coming here because he thinks the secret item is in my house. But actually, I'm going to get this castle, and now my friend had to leave here. He was just teleported. But guys, now I'm coming in here, and I basically have to go up the stairs. And now I'm coming here, and we have this place. And there are 2 secret items here. We also have these 2 swords, and this sword is in Brookhaven, but this other sword is a secret version, which I'm sure you've never seen before, especially because the color of the sword is yellow, so it's probably made of gold. And the sword on the right is different, and they're totally different swords. But my friend is staring at me, and he said, what are those red and blue swords for? And guys, that's for a battle, but it's a horse battle. Basically, I have to get out of here, and over here on the right, I'm going to grab a horse. Perfect, I just got this horse, and now I'm holding this item, and we're going to have to do a battle in Roblox. But my friend turned into a king, and I don't know why, but suddenly he became a king. And now we're going to start a battle. So it started, but my horse is really slow, and this didn't work very well. Now I'm going to increase my horse's speed, and my horse is really fast, and I'm sure this time I'm going to beat my friend. But he's running away from me, and I don't know why he's running away. He probably thinks he's going to lose. He said, let's do the battle without horses. And it looks like he doesn't want the horse, and he wants to do this battle on the ground. But I don't know how this works. And now he got here, but this item doesn't work right. He said, it's a useless item. I thought it worked, but I'm coming back here. And for those who don't know, at the beginning of Brookhaven, there was the Easter event, which was completely removed. But here on the right, we have this item, and if you did the Easter event, you got this secret item that lets you throw eggs. And I'm throwing a bunch of eggs here, and I'm sure he's mad. He said, stop. And for some reason, he's holding this sign that says, stop. So I'm throwing eggs here too, and I'm just throwing eggs here. And now he started running away from here. And meanwhile, I'm throwing eggs up front. For those who don't know, I'm a garbage man. I clean the whole city with my garbage truck. But there's something kind of weird happening. The billionaire is right here, and apparently, he's arguing with the scientist. He said, I need you to make the cure quickly. I don't really know what he's talking about, but guys, the scientist looks really scared, and apparently, he agreed. He said, okay sir, I will do my job. And now it looks like he's going back inside to basically do his work. It seems like he has to check this room. I don't really know what they're talking about. This player who's very rich mentioned a cure for something apparently very important, but I didn't understand what it was. But guys, I'm just going to do my job, because that's absolutely all I have to do. Guys, I'm activating the truck now. It's basically cleaning this up. Guys, I'm basically cleaning the city this way because this is going to be really important. But guys, I want to pass by the scientist to ask exactly what's going on because this might be really important. So now I've arrived right here and I'm coming here to talk to him. I really hope he answers me and tells me what's going on. But guys, it looks like he really came here. I said, what happened? I saw everything from a distance. Seriously, I saw everything that happened. I want him to tell me the truth about this disease his boss mentioned. Guys, even this other player is coming here because he also wants to see what's happening here in Roblox. But guys, it looks like he doesn't want to talk about it and just went back inside. Guys, that was really weird. He just abandoned us. But this player is staring at me. He said, I saw more about their conversation. It looks like there's a new disease in the world. Guys, it's actually pretty normal for diseases to appear. As strange as it may seem, it's normal for that to happen. But I don't know what makes this disease so special. He said, it's because it has no cure, and those who get it can't control themselves anymore. Guys, if what he said is really true, the zombie disease just appeared here in Brookhaven. But I'm not sure about this, because he's the one saying it. So far, the scientist hasn't said anything, so maybe he's lying, but he's heading back to his house. But guys, I had a brilliant idea. The scientist is right here. So guys, I'm going back around to see everything he's talking about. Perfect, I'm arriving right here, and now I'm seeing the scientist from here. Apparently, he's studying various diseases, but actually, he's calling someone. He said, boss, this disease is impossible to find a cure for. Guys, I don't know why he's saying this, and I also don't know about the dangers of this disease, but I want to see everything that's going to happen. But guys, he just saw me, and simply closed the curtains. Now I can't see anything anymore. Guys, this is bad, but I'm coming back out front to keep doing my job. And now I'm basically going to have to clean the neighborhood because this has been my job from the start. So now I'm heading back up here. And guys, for those who don't know, this is my house. If what they're saying is really true, this house of mine is going to be perfect because zombies can't get inside here. Guys, I arrived right here, and now I'm going to have to take out all the trash I collected from here. So I'm basically taking the trash out of here. Guys, I really picked up a lot of stuff, and all of this has to stay in my house until the responsible players come here and take this trash away. But guys, this player is leaving. He's going somewhere in Roblox. I'm going to have to follow him because I want to know what's going on. Guys, I'm basically going down here. I'm following him because I want to know everything that's happening here. And the good thing is that he won't suspect that I'm following him because I can just say that I'm coming to the market. Guys, I'm basically following him here, but from what I noticed, he's coming back here to buy something. He's basically buying milk. Now he's basically coming back here again, and he's just buying water. Guys, this is really weird because we have that at the tap, but for some reason, he's grabbing all the liquids. He just took all of them, and I don't know why he's doing this. He said, the city's water is contaminated. Good luck, surviving. Guys, this doesn't make sense because the city's water is completely safe. After all, there's a company that takes care of this. It's always been reliable. So I'm sure what he's saying is a lie. He said someone threw radioactive things in the water. Guys, this can't be true. But now he just left here. He has a very compact car and now he's basically going back to his house. But guys, this can't be true. But now he's coming here to the town hall. From what I noticed, he's coming here to the water company and he's basically shutting off all the water. Guys, now the city doesn't have water anymore. All of this because of him. He really shut everything down. Guys, this is really weird. But I'm coming back to my house because I just realized that the scientist is weird. He's making conspiracy theories that don't make sense. But guys, I'm bringing my car back right here because this is so weird that I just prefer to stay at home. But now the scientist is coming back right here. He's coming back to his house. But guys, I want to see everything he's going to do because I want to see how weird he really is. But he turned off the lights, he locked his house door, and now he went down here. Guys, this is really weird. But I'm looking at all the people here in the city, and they're all really normal. This player is also normal. He's even watching TV. We also have the taxi driver here, who apparently got out of his car and left the lights on. But guys, something is happening here. The taxi driver is just feeling sick. Guys, I don't know what's happening, but this is really weird. Guys, I'm going to record all of this because this is so weird that I have to document it all. But guys, it looks like he left his house, and for some reason, he didn't touch the sunlight. I don't know why this is happening. But guys, as the sun is moving, he's moving along with it. Look, this is really weird. Guys, but a player just left here. He just realized that this player is acting really weird. But guys, he's coming here to see what's going on. Guys, he can't get close to this player because he's probably infected. Guys, I'm coming here to get my car because I have to save all these players. Now I'm going down here. But guys, there's a really big problem. This player is also infected. You can see that he's lying here on the ground, and he just turned into a zombie. Guys, all of this is happening just like the scientist told me. So guys, I'm coming here to talk to the scientist because I have to let him know that all of this is happening. I need his help to save everyone. But guys, now he's coming right here. He really came to talk to me. I said, 2 people turned into zombies. What do I do? Guys, this is not a lie. But now he finally came outside, and apparently he wants to see this. Guys, he's looking at everything that's happening. He just realized that this is really true. Those players really turned into zombies. He said, gather everyone who's still alive. They're going to stay in your house. Guys, but this is weird because he didn't say anything about a cure. Apparently, he doesn't have a cure. But guys, he's just standing here, and it really seems like he doesn't have one. But guys, I'm coming here to pick up the players. This is the first player I'm going to pick up. I said, come with me. It's urgent. There are zombies in the city. Guys, I really hope he comes with me. But he's just looking here. He said, do you think I'm a clown? Get out of here. Guys, they don't believe me. But what I'm saying is true. He can see it with his own eyes because they're all right over there. But guys, now he's coming here in front to see if this is really true. But now he's observing all of this. He just realized that they really turned into zombies. Now he's basically looking back here. He said, I doubt this is true. This doesn't exist. And if you bother me again, I'm going to call the police. Now he just left here. Guys, this is really bad. He didn't believe that this is true and went back to take care of his crops. But guys, I'm going to take this car that isn't mine. I'm coming here to pick up the billionaire because this player might be important because he might have some information about the cure. Guys, I'm going up here to visit his building. But guys, it looks like the 2 of them are right here. The scientist said, this was all your fault. Guys, I didn't know he was the player who did this. He said, I was the one who ordered it, and you were the one who did it. After all, you're the scientist. It looks like it was the 2 of them who did all of this. I just literally found this out. But the scientist is looking back here. It looks like he just saw me here. Guys, I don't know if this is very good, but I just appeared up here because I have absolutely nothing to hide. But guys, he's aiming with this item. This isn't very good. But the scientist looked here. He said, stop, he can help us. He has a great house and car. Guys, my car is simply giant, and my house is very well protected. It's really hard to get in here if you don't have the keys. So maybe I'm important for all of this. But guys, he's looking here. He said, you can leave. I'm going to stay in my house until the end. And now he went back to this luxury bathtub he has. Guys, this player doesn't even care about everything that's happening here in the city. But the scientist is looking here. He said, let's go. As soon as night falls, it will be the end. Okay, let's go. Guys, I'm heading this way to basically get my car. Because for those who don't know, I simply forgot my car at his house. So he went inside. But guys, from what I noticed, he only walks in the shadows. So as soon as it gets dark, it's going to be really horrible. I just got right here to get my car back. The scientist said the farmer didn't want to come here. Look, he didn't want to come here because he thinks all of this is a lie. But guys, this isn't a lie. But for some reason, he doesn't believe me. But guys, he's coming right here, maybe to say something. He said, you 2 are clowns. Do you really think I'm going to fall for this prank? Guys, he thinks we're joking, but this isn't a joke. But guys, he got scared. He said, wait, is this really real? Look, obviously it is, because there were 2 zombies back there that disappeared. Guys, I don't know where they are, but we have to get out of here urgently. So I took my car, and the 2 of them have to come here. But guys, there's no space for him, but he managed to climb up here in the back, and now I'm taking him back to my house. Guys, I'm arriving right here, and now we are 100% protected because the gate is closed, and the door is also locked. In other words, it's impossible for them to come here. But guys, the scientist is looking here. He said, good night, and welcome to the first day of the end of the world. Guys, it's really weird for him to say that, but now he's basically going back here to see everything that's down here. And guys, it looks like he just went to sleep. But guys, this player is looking here, and it looks like out of nowhere he grabbed the hammer. He said, let's build build defenses on your garbage truck. Guys, this idea he had is really good because we have to protect ourselves as much as possible. So I'm going to build something on my garbage truck. He even gave me this item that's going to be really important. Now it looks like he's messing with something here. And guys, I'm basically going to have to work here at the front of the truck to simply fix this. But guys, this is getting really interesting. You can see that this truck is becoming 100% protected, but there are still some very important things missing. Guys, he just got here, and apparently, he's coming up here. I don't know what he's doing, but he's building something very important. But guys, he just put this thing up here. This is really weird. I don't think we need this, because after all, they're just zombies. He said, it's always good to have defenses. We don't know what might happen. Yeah, guys, he's really right. We don't know what's going to happen in the city now that it's basically nighttime. We don't know where the zombies are, and we also don't know who our enemies are. But guys, I'm coming right here to make some food, because all of us are hungry. So guys, I'm preparing the food here, and now this is finally ready. Perfect. I grabbed my snack, and now I'm going to enjoy the first snack of this zombie apocalypse in Brookhaven, because this is just the first of many. He also grabbed his. But guys, I don't know if he understands that from today on, nothing will be the same. But guys, even the scientist is coming up here. I don't really know what he came up here to do. But guys, he's watching what's happening outside. But guys, it looks like there's a zombie coming right here, but it only walks in the shadows. And guys, this is really weird. It's not touching the sunlight, so much so that now it's coming back here, and it's following this Roblox shadow that's appearing through this sign. Guys, this is really weird. In fact, it wants to come to my house, and as soon as it gets here, this is going to be a big problem. And it looks like now it finally managed to basically get here. Guys, I'm going to take a picture, because this is the first zombie I've ever seen in my life. Guys, the two of them are also looking here. He said we should hide in case more zombies show up. Guys, this is true. If we hide, it will be better so that more zombies don't come here. So guys, the two of them can go down there, because for now, I'm going to stay up here taking pictures, and it really looks like they're coming here to basically go down there. And guys, the two of them are probably going to sleep. They even turned off the lights, and are basically sleeping. I'm really the only person up here taking pictures. Guys, this zombie is really ugly, but at least there's only one zombie. But guys, now another one just appeared here. This is really bad, because now there are two. With every passing second, more zombies are showing up. But guys, there's another zombie coming here. But I know this zombie, he's basically that player's boss. He's basically the billionaire. And guys, it's really better if I leave here before I have any problems. So I'll close this door, and now I'm going to take the chance to sleep in here. But guys, it looks like now it's finally morning, and these zombies are running away from here. Guys, we're finally safe again. Guys, I got up here to warn the players, but the scientist is already awake, so I'm coming up here to see what he's doing. But guys, it looks like he's on the phone. He said time is passing much faster. But guys, I'm looking out here, and it's really almost nighttime already. I said, but how is this possible? Guys, it doesn't make sense for time to pass faster. So much so that he's staring at me, and it seems like he doesn't know about this either. Guys, it's already getting dark, and there are basically zombies showing up here. Guys, this is really weird. But guys, the scientist is back here, and apparently, he's eating marshmallows. He's really enjoying life. But this zombie is getting closer. I said, what do we do about the zombies? Guys, he should know what to do. But he got closer. He said, there's nothing we can do. And now he just sat down here, and is enjoying his life. But guys, now it's nighttime, and this zombie is basically staring at me here. I don't know if it has any level of intelligence. But guys, this player climbed up here, and he's basically coming right up front. But guys, from his perspective, it's like he's in the same day, because he slept at night and literally woke up at night too. So much so that he's staring at me. He said, wow, time doesn't pass. Guys, it's not that time doesn't pass, it's actually that time passed really fast. Now he's sitting right here, just enjoying life. But guys, the power went out. The electricity literally just went out. In other words, we're one step closer to the end. Now there are more zombies coming here. He said, we need to get out of here. Get your car, and let's go. Guys, but there are too many zombies, and we can't get out of here. I want to see if he really means it, but it really seems like he said yes. So guys, I'm going to get my car, and now this player is going to have to get in here. The other player climbed up here to hold this Roblox item. But guys, these zombies have to get out of here urgently, because I want to leave this place. So I'm opening this door, and now I'm basically calling them over here. Guys, he saw this, and is coming in my direction. So guys, I'm basically getting out of here, and it looks like they all left. Guys, this is really great, because now I'm going to be able to get out of here successfully, and now I'm coming to the market to buy some things. But guys, the city is really destroyed. There are a lot of things here that are broken. This really is the end of the city, because everything here is being completely destroyed. Brookhaven has a lot of bugs. There are many bugs you can use to simply fly. But today, I want to test several ways to fly in Brookhaven. And I also want to test many hidden secrets in the game. Bugs and secrets you weren't supposed to know. So for that, I called this friend of mine, but he's acting really weird because his avatar changed. He said, I need you to bring a plane here, otherwise we won't be able to test the bugs. And I noticed he turned into a pilot, so I'm going to bring a plane right here. In fact, I'm going over here to drive my car, because to test the secrets, I'll basically have to bring a plane here. But it looks like he doesn't want to come in this Roblox car car of mine. He literally doesn't want to get in. It looks like he's going to stay back here, waiting for me to bring a plane. So I'm coming to the only place that has planes, and I accidentally flipped my car. And that's really bad. But there's a soldier who saw that, and apparently he's coming over here to help me. And he wants to see what happened to my car, especially because it flipped all of a sudden. So I just got out of here, and he's aiming this item. He said, "Get out of here." Look, I have to get out of here. I know this place is really important, especially because it's a military base. But to test the secrets and also bugs in Brookhaven, I'll have to go into this military base. He said, "Leave or it'll be your end." Okay, I'm leaving, and for that I'm grabbing my car. And it looks like he came back here, but I'm coming back too, because I have to get a plane in Roblox. In fact, he's coming here too, which means I have to get this plane urgently. Perfect, I got a plane, and now I'm going to have to fly away. But I'm leaving up here, and now the soldier showed up right here, but he doesn't know what to do. He's even trying to hit me. But guys, I just got out of here, and now I'm going to deliver this plane to my friend, because he's the one who's going to drive it. And I'm sure the soldier is really mad, because we took one of his planes in Roblox. But my friend has to drive it. Now he's coming in this plane, and we're finally going to be able to test the first bug and secret of all. Now he's flying here, and he's going as high as he can, because I'm going to make the biggest jump ever. But I don't know how far he wants to go, because he won't stop flying, and he's flying farther and farther away. But guys, I think he should stop already. He said, "I'm not going to stop. I want to make the biggest jump of all." And he's already really far away, and I don't think he should go any higher, because we're already super far, and we're getting close to space, and maybe that's dangerous. But finally he stopped, which means he's going to be able to stop the plane so I can test the next secret. So I'm going to have to come back here, and on the right side, I'm going to get a car, and I got this car, which just fell. And that's terrible. The car is just falling down here, and you can see the car is right here, and now it reached this part, but the car disappeared. And that wasn't very good, because I want to fall with a car. Now I got this Roblox car, and again it fell, and it's going down here, specifically in this part, and again it disappeared. He said, "If you mess up again, I'll go out there myself to test the bug." Look, now I have to get it right this time. So here on the right, I'm going to get a small car, like this one, which worked now. And this time I'm driving this car, and it just came out of the plane. So I'm falling here, and my friend is right here, trying to get in the car, but he just couldn't do it, and I ended up falling down here, and my car is completely broken. But my friend is flying here, and he got to this part, and we're actually really close. But this was the best test of all. He said, "That was amazing." But the most incredible part is that he landed close to me. There's even a problem now. The plane is coming over here, and I'm almost sure it's coming after us. So I'm heading back here to see if that's true. In fact, I'm coming over here because I want to see if this plane is following us. And it looks like it is coming after us, and that's a big problem. So I'm going to run away from here, because I'm not afraid of him. But he won't stop chasing me, and he's really fast. And maybe this is the end for me, because this plane won't leave. Actually, I'm coming back here, because I'm not afraid of him. In fact, he's turning over there, and again he's coming after me in Roblox. But I accidentally flipped my car, and he's coming right here. Actually, he's coming down. Now I'm under his plane, just to see what's going to happen, because maybe this will glitch, and I want to see who's chasing me. In fact, it's this player who came here, and he said, "If you move, I'm going to shoot." And guys, I just realized that he left the base alone, and now I can get into this military base and simply get another plane without any problems. And I want to see if my friend needs another plane. He said, "Yes, I do. This time I'm going to test an even better secret. So I'm going to leave from here." But he tried to hit me, and he managed to hit my car. In fact, the car lost its tires, which means he managed to destroy it. So I'm coming up here, because he's flying toward me. And the only way to escape this plane is by grabbing exactly this drone here. In fact, my friend is coming up here, and I'm coming too, because I have to get this drone quickly. Perfect, I got it here, and it looks like my friend also picked it up. But now, I'm arriving at his base. Perfect, I just got here, but I don't know where my friend is going, and he's heading really far away. But the plane is after him, and it's right here. Meanwhile, my friend is flying up here. I don't even know what he's doing. But now it looks like he landed here, and he's coming to the Roblox airport just to do a bug. And I really want to know what he's doing. In fact, now the plane arrived here to chase my friend. And that's terrible. So I'm going to get the plane. Perfect, I got this plane, and now I'm flying up here, and I'm coming in this direction, because from what I noticed, my friend is going to teleport right here, and I have to be in this exact spot to carry him in Roblox. Perfect, he got here, and now I'm carrying him, because now he grabbed a parachute, and I'll have to fly away. In fact, I'm flying right here, and the soldier teleported to this part, because he wants to catch my friend. But what he doesn't know is that I can teleport my friend here anytime I want. In fact, he just got to this part, and everything worked. He said, "Make me fly," and apparently he wants me to drop him. So I dropped him here, and he's simply falling. And he just discovered another secret he didn't know about. But now, I want to go full speed and throw my Roblox friend. In fact, you can see that he's falling really fast, and he's going at maximum speed. Actually, he's going at the same speed as me, which is really really impressive. But now, I want to do this myself. So I'm getting right here in front, and he's also following me here. Perfect. I got to this part, and now he's going to have to pilot the plane. And meanwhile, I'm coming inside here, and I'm going to have to go back here, and I'm coming back like this. And I'll have to go through this door, and as soon as I press this Roblox button, I'll have to teleport to the first house. Perfect. I teleported here, and my friend has to carry me. Now he's carrying me here, and it really worked. This time I'm being carried in Roblox, and I'm going to fly away. But he's looking up here, and apparently he flew off in that direction, and I don't know why he's coming up. I really have no idea. But he threw me here, and it didn't work. Now it looks like he's coming down here, and he's basically going to throw me. In fact, he just threw me, and I'm really slow. What he planned just didn't work. Actually, he threw me again, and now I'm at the same speed as his plane. We're literally at the same speed, and that's really cool. He even went back there, and this is the best secret of all. Now he threw me again here, and we're basically having a race. I'm running up front here, and I'm basically beating him, but he went back there, and I noticed he threw me in this part and got out of the plane. So I'm coming down here to see what happened, because suddenly he's here. He said, let's test other secrets. That's true. There are a lot of other secrets I want to test today. So I'm going back here, and this time I'm going to get a different car on the right. I basically want a Halloween car. Perfect. I got this car, which is actually a really tall car. He got in here, and now I'm heading up front. But there's a witch house here, and I don't know who owns this house. But it looks like this friend of ours is actually the owner of this place. So I'm going to go in to talk to him because I want to know what he's doing. He said there's a coffin in the pool, but I'm looking here and there really is a coffin, and for some reason there's a coffin in his pool. I don't know why he put that there, but his house is really bizarre because it has a graveyard and also an abandoned house. And this is really the weirdest house of all. In fact, there's a secret room down here, but he's staring at me and he said, let's test secrets. I know where to fly and I want to see what secret he knows. But he's going back there and it looks like he's driving my car, and I'm going to let him drive it because I want to see what he's going to do. So I'm following him because my friend and I want to see what secret this player discovered. Now I got to this part, and it looks like he's going right up front. But from what I noticed, he's coming back here, and he's coming at a really high speed, and he just flew away. He even flew over both houses, and what he did was genius. Now he got here in front, maybe to pick us up, but he got closer, and everyone got inside. And one of my friends came up here, which is really weird. But again, he's going to fly away, and I want to see if he's going to make it. Now he's coming back here, and I don't know if he's going to be able to fly this time. But he actually did it, and that's really impressive. In fact, he's coming up front here, but there's a player here who's a really weird player because he's an astronaut, and it looks like no one can see him in Roblox. But my friends came back here to pick me up, and they went straight past. I really don't know what they're doing, but this is really weird, and it looks like he's walking sideways and going really far away. So now, I want to know what this player is doing. He said, I'm going to be the first Sigma to go to the moon. Look, I don't know what he's talking about, but this other friend of mine came back here, and it looks like something happened for him to return to the start of the game. Probably the car was destroyed. In fact, he's looking here, and he just nodded. So that really is what happened. But guys, this player is coming back here, and he got in his car, so I'm getting in his car too, because I'm out of a car. And this car is really interesting, because it's a space car that should be used on the moon, but actually it's used in normal Brookhaven. Now he's coming up front here, and from what I noticed, he owns this rocket, and this is the rocket he's going to fly in. And he's coming over here to get into his rocket. But guys, he really thinks this rocket works in Brookhaven, but it actually doesn't work. And really, this rocket doesn't fly. But now he sat down here and started a countdown. You can see there's a countdown going on here, and he still thinks this rocket is going to take off. But what he doesn't know is that it doesn't work. In fact, I'm coming right here to warn him. But actually, I'm not going to warn him about this, and I'll just let him believe it works. Now he's in space, and that's really weird. I don't know why he thinks this is working, but I can't get in there. It's basically impossible. This friend of mine showed up here, and he said, let him believe it. It's better. That really is better. I'm going to leave the player inside, believing he's in space. But I came back here to get his car, because I don't have one. Now my friend came here too, because I want to test other secrets. But for some reason, there's a player back here, and I really don't know what he's doing. But I had a genius idea. I'm going to copy his Roblox avatar just to scare him in the game. And I know which shirt and pants he's wearing, but I don't know what hair he's using. He said, I don't know either. Just find something similar. And that's true. I'm going to search this word on Roblox, and this shirt showed up on the right. But I'm using this other one, and I'm going to search for those pants, and I'll use exactly these. So I'm going to remove my items and search that word again. And now there are several interesting hairs, and also beards. Now I look like this, and this player looks like this, and the only difference is the face. Perfect. I look like this, and I look just like him. Really very similar. So I'm coming here to talk to him because I want to convince him that I'm his brother. In fact, I'm getting right here, and I'll have to jump up here. But I don't know how I'm going to get up because it's impossible. So I placed my ladder, and now I'm going to have to talk to this Roblox player. My friend showed up here in front, but my friend being here is really suspicious. And this player is definitely going to suspect that something is wrong. Now finally my friend came back here just to hide. So I got right here to talk to this player and tell him that I'm his brother. In fact, he's looking here, and he said, why did you copy me? Look, actually I didn't copy you because I'm your your brother. But my face looks like this, while his face looks like that, and our hair is different. In fact, I got banned. And unfortunately, my strategy didn't work. That means I just got banned from here, and now he's laughing at me. He said, "You're a noob and poor." And I don't know why he said that to me. This player is really weird. But he came back here, and there's a problem. This friend of mine doesn't know which one of us is the real one. I'm even looking here, and I said, "I'm the real one. I'm really telling the truth." But my friend is looking at the other player because he believes that one is the real one. And suddenly he's using my hair. And he said, "I'm the real one. I even have purple hair. Look, you may have purple hair, but I simply have the real avatar." And now he finally realized that this is the real one, and that one is the fake player. But he got mad and started carrying my friend, and simply banned him. Literally, my friend got banned, all because of that player. And I don't know why he did that. Now he went back to his house. I still don't know why he copied my avatar. But guys, my friend came back here, and he said, "Hey, isn't the astronaut going to come out of his house?" And that's true. The astronaut is still right here, and he's probably going to come out of his house, especially because he believes he's on the moon. He really thinks he made it to the moon, and he's going to come out to see it. But I'm coming here to stop that from happening, and I want him to keep believing he's on the moon. So here on the right, I'm going to grab a door and place it right here. But unfortunately, there wasn't enough time, and he just came out of here and simply found out the truth. And now he knows that this rocket doesn't actually fly. He said, "I'm on the moon." Look, actually you're not on the moon, and I don't know why he thinks that happened. But clearly this is planet Earth, and now he's flying here like he has lower gravity, just like the gravity on the moon. And suddenly he left from here. So I'm following him, and he said, "The moon is really beautiful, and this player is really weird. I don't know what he's doing, but now he's coming up here, and I'm just following him because I want to see everything he's doing. In fact, he's climbing up here, and this friend of mine is recording all of this, but this player showed up here, and he said, "You're the first alien I've ever seen in my life." And guys, my friend was called an alien, and I'm sure he's not very happy about it. He said, "You're the alien, but I'm going to help this player go to space for real." Perfect, I'm placing several rockets so we can fly away, and now he's going to have to join my Roblox game. In fact, he stood up here and simply agreed. And it looks like this friend of mine is going to be the first player to leave from here. So I'm going to leave the game too, to test this rocket for real. Perfect, I'm in my game now, and the two of them are right here. And he said, "So where's the rocket?" Look, the rocket is right here in this part of Roblox, and each of us is going to have to get a rocket. But first, we need a helmet. So I gave everyone a helmet so we can breathe during this trip. And they're going to have to follow me on foot because we don't have a car. In fact, we're all coming over here like we're real astronauts. And we're arriving at these rockets that are tilted, but everything here is going really well. Each one will have to choose their rocket. So this one is going to be my rocket. And now he chose this rocket, and my friend chose that rocket. And finally, we're ready to fly. We even look like professionals, but the truth is we don't know anything about this. Now I got here, and I want to fly with them at the same time. And apparently we're flying, and you can see we're really starting to take off. The rockets are getting ready, and now we're finally flying for real. And this is very interesting. We're flying at the same time, just flying together into space to reach the Roblox moon. I'm almost sure it's going to be impossible, but we're trying anyway. Brookhaven has several secrets, hidden places, and secrets you've never seen before. But today I want to test with you some secrets that are hidden, and I'm sure you've never seen them before. So for that, I called this friend of mine who's going to help me do this. He said, "Now I'm with the FBI." And from what I noticed, he works for the FBI, but I'm almost sure that's a lie, especially since he's holding this item, and he has this shield, but I have this other item. So I want to test if his item works. Now I shot right here, and it really works, and it's impressive. I shot right here, and there's nothing behind it. In fact, if he removes this shield and I shoot behind it, this thing appears right here. This item really works, and that's amazing. He said, "This counts as the first secret of all." That's it, it's true. But now I'm getting to my car, and I simply have an electric car, because I have to test several important secrets. In fact, the inside of this car is very impressive. But now I'm coming up here in front to test as many secrets as possible. But there's a problem. This city has some really weird people here. I'm getting up front to see what's going on, and I want to understand why there's this border where few people can pass. The soldier is really going to have to explain what's going on. But now he came closer, and he said, "Only Sigmas pass here, and you'll have to prove you're a Sigma." And guys, this is really weird. I don't know why he's saying that. I thought maybe I would have to pay a fee to pass here, but it looks like it's actually different. He said, "You can only pass if you pay $1. Look, $1 is very expensive, and actually it's better if I go back here and simply become what he asked. My friend said, "How do you become Sigma?" Look, I think I have to be strong, but I have no idea. There's even another player here who also made a border where you can only enter if you pay him money. So I'm going to pass through this border, or maybe even go into this arcade if I really need to, because now I'm coming here to simply test the secrets. Now I just arrived at the police station because I'm going to have to go up here. But my friend seems like he's going to stay back here, and for some reason he stayed here. He's even staring at me, and he said, "Someone needs to be the security for your car." And that makes sense, but I can also lock my car by pressing this button on the right. So now I'll have to come here and go up to this secret place. I'm arriving right here, and I'll have to turn right. But here we have the totally secret place. Now I'm going to have to grab this blue card. And here we also have other secret items that unfortunately I can't take. So I'll have to leave this place. Perfect. I managed to come back to the cell. And now I'm coming back to get my car. And my friend is behind the car. I really don't know why he stayed there. But now I'm going to have to come here in the middle of nowhere. And my friend said, there's no such thing as nothing. There's always something nearby. Look, I don't know what he's talking about. But I'm arriving at this place. Because here we have a secret where I'm going to need this card exactly. He even got closer. And he said, there are a lot of things nearby. This is not the middle of nowhere. But guys, he's really mad that I called this place nothing. And I don't know why he got mad about that. But now I'm going to have to use this card to get in here. And I'll have to type a code. And after typing this code, I'll have access to these totally secret buttons that can turn off the lights of the entire city. But I'm sure that doesn't work. So I'm going to type my name up here. And I'm going to type it again. And now it really worked. So if I turn around back here, I can press this button. And it really works well. So I'm going to have to get out of here to see if it works. I really want to see if the lights went out. But my friend is driving this. And that's not good. Because he passed right by. And now I have no idea where he's going. I just know he crashed the car and is coming here to the middle of nowhere. But I need him to go to the city hall. And actually he arrived up front. And he's in front of the border. And didn't have to pay the fee that the player asked for. That was really weird. Because he asked for a fee that wasn't even needed. But guys, he's aiming this item at us. And my friend arrived up front with the shield. Probably to protect us. Because the soldier is really mad. He's even shooting at us. And we're all safe. Because he doesn't know how to aim it. But I'm getting closer, and I'm using this animation. He can't even hit me. And you can see he hit really close, but he couldn't hit me. And apparently he gave up. He even stopped here and went back to guarding the border like nothing happened. Now I'm getting back in the car, because I want to test the secrets. But he said, I rented my backyard to a homeless person. Look, I don't know why he did that. And I also don't know why he told me that. That's honestly the most random thing he's ever said to me. I'm even looking at his backyard, and he really did rent that land to the homeless person, because this is my friend's house, and that's the other player's house. My friend is basically a businessman. But now, I'm arriving up front because there are more secrets I want to test. And now I'm finally able to test them since I'm driving the car. I even got here, and now if I go to this back part, I'll have to activate some buttons in sequence for a secret to work. I'm pressing a bunch of random buttons to see which one I need to press, but I don't know which of these buttons I really need to activate. But now finally my friend is coming here, and he's looking at the things that are here. Apparently this is where you pay your taxes. And you can see he picked up this item, and he's just going to spray graffiti here. But I'll let him do that, because I want to see what happens. He even put this drawing here, but he needs to help me activate these Roblox buttons because I don't know which one to press. He said, leave it to me. I know the exact sequence, but he's going back here and I literally don't know what he's doing. Now he's entering this x-ray room and he went into a secret room. So I'm coming in here too and I still don't know what I'm supposed to do, especially because this place is really weird. He said, press the card and I'll carry you to bug. Okay, apparently he wants to do a bug. Guys, I'll have to sit here exactly on this item and it looks like I have to press a book. So I pressed it, but nothing much happened. And actually under the table there's this blue button, which I pressed too. So I came back up here because my friend is holding me and now I got this light in my hand. For those of you who don't know, I arrived at a really weird place and the moment I got here, I couldn't leave anymore. But since my friend is carrying me, I actually managed to get out of here and he really helped me a lot. So now I'm coming outside because there's another more important secret I want to do. And to do that, I'll need his help. He said, do you want to set your other hand on fire? Look, I don't know how he knows that, but that's exactly what I want to do. I simply want to set my other hand on fire because on one side we have fire, but there's a way to put fire on the other side too. And to do that is a little harder. So I'm coming out here and I'll have to do a sequence of events and I'll need my friend's help. By the way, my car disappeared, but actually it's right here. And guys, there's a big problem. I'll have to go through the border to get here, exactly to the barn. Or maybe I can just skip all of that and go out through this part. Perfect. I managed to leave the city with no problem. And now I'm coming to the barn because I'll have to climb up here and press this button. The secret is almost ready. He said, do you remember what you have to do now? Look, obviously I don't remember, but I'm going back here because maybe I don't know how to do it. Guys, I'm coming to this part, and he has to let me inside, because I have this hand that's on fire, and even he's seeing that, and it looks like he just agreed and opened the gate. So I managed to get back in here, all because I have a different hand, just because my hand is on fire. Now I'm back here. I'll have to jump right on this part, and I'll have to press this button. But now the secret is almost ready. I'm even seeing something up here, and apparently my friend is right here, literally on top of me. So here on the right, I'm going to grab this bed, and now I'm going to appear up here. Perfect. I showed up here, and now even he got scared and just went back to normal. But guys, now I have to press this secret button to test the next secret. Now I pressed it, and for the first time this light turned on. This light, in case you didn't know, simply doesn't turn on. It's always off, and you can only activate it if you do the secret I just did. But if I sit right in this chair, something really weird is going to happen. So I'm going to sit here, and now these things showed up, which I'm sure you didn't know about. And he said, so now, where's the fire on your other hand? Look, the secret still didn't work, and to get fire on my other hand, it's a little harder than it seems. He's going to have to follow me again, because the secret isn't over yet. I'm even coming here to get my car, because that's really important, but he stayed back here waiting for me. I'm just going to have to pick him up in the car, and now he just needs to get in. Perfect, he arrived here, but now I have to come to the mall. And guys, I'm really lucky that the mall isn't closed, because we literally have a border in the city, and also a player who doesn't let people enter the arcade. You just have to pay to get inside. But I'm coming here on the right, and I'm going to grab the bed again, and I'm going to go through the wall here, and I'll have access to 2 totally secret buttons, and they're only here because I did the previous secrets. My friend stayed here eating candy, and he just didn't want to help me, and that's a little sad. But I'm going to press these 2 buttons, and now I'll have to leave again, because there's a new secret that's been activated, and my friend has to come to this one. He said, go ahead, I'm going to stay here eating candy, and it looks like he doesn't want to come to this one, so I'm going to test the next secret, which is probably one of the best ones ever. And now he finally came back, and he's going to come to this one. So I'm getting back in the car, and now he came here too, to help me do the next secret. And again, I'm arriving here at the hospital, and I'll have to go up here. But this time I'm going to the back of the room, because this part is open, and if I press this red button, something really weird is going to happen. He even came back here to see this. So now I'm going to press this button, and you can tell there are shocks coming out of here, and there are a bunch of lightning bolts showing up on this zombie. He's even looking at me, and he said, but where's the fire on your hand? Guys, I have to test the secret to set my hand on fire, because for now only this hand has fire, and the other one has nothing. But that's going to change. I'll have to come to the hospital and enter this room again to do the most important secret. Now I'm coming up front, and I said, you drive the car. Okay, because this secret is really hard, and it looks like he understood that. He's even coming here to get the car, which is right up front. He came back here, and he's right in front of the hospital. Now I arrived exactly in this room, and I'm going to have to press this button and just leave. So I'm coming here again to City Hall, and I'll have to activate these 3 buttons so it stays like this. And apparently I have to press this other button, which is actually already activated. I'm even getting into my friend's car, which is actually my car, and he's going to have to go to the city lake. And guys, he's really helping me a lot. He even got right here, and I have to find a secret camera that's in this area. So I'm getting close to this camera, and I'm going to press this button. Now my friend arrived right here, but again he's going to have to carry me. He said, I don't think this secret works. Look, it definitely works, and he doesn't believe me. But I think it works, because we're going to find out if it works right now. So he's going to have to see it with me. And I'm coming into the x-ray room like this, and again he's going to have to carry me. Now I'm going to press this button. Perfect, I pressed it, and now we have a block floating in the middle of nowhere, which is a block I'm sure you've never seen before. So I finally got up here again, because my friend carried me, and now he's coming back here, but I'm going to have to do the hardest part of all, which is finding all these floating blocks. And luckily, I know where they all are. He said, wait, does the secret really work? Look, it literally works, and it's actually already working. So I'm going to drive my own car, but I'll have to get up here, right in this spot, and press this button to access this secret area. And right here we have this block, and I'm going to get into this corner and place a bed right here to press that button. Now I'll have to leave this place again, but unfortunately I'm stuck, and I don't know how I'm going to get out. So he came over here because he's carrying me, and he really saved me. Guys, if it weren't for him, I would have been stuck there forever in Roblox, because I can't teleport. It's literally impossible. But now I'm going to have to go to a place I didn't want to go, which is right here. We have this arcade that is completely closed, but this player never leaves, even though he has no customers. So I have to get to this area, because we have this floating block here, and I want to see how much it costs to get inside. He even got here, and he said, pay me $50 to get in here. Look, but that's too much. It really makes no sense. My friend even started crashing into his car, and it looks like the player is mad. He's really mad, so I'm going to take the chance and sneak back here to basically press that button. But my friend got there, and I really need help. He's going to have to carry me, and now he's holding me here, and I can finally press this button with no problems. But he threw me here, and I actually went back to normal. I almost fell out of the map. Now I'm going to get my car again, and I'm arriving at the bank, and again he's going to have to carry me, because the block is in this secret area. He just has to carry me. He's going to have to place me here. And I finally managed to press this secret button. Now we have to go to the next secret location, which this time is near the market. He said, things are very specific. And this secret really is very specific. But right here, we have this secret block that my friend is going to have to help me get. He's even carrying me again. And I finally made it here. But I couldn't press the button. Apparently, I'll have to place the bed here and press this secret button. But it's impossible to press it. He said, don't you have to get another item first? Look, maybe that's the problem. I even found something totally secret here. Now I'm going to have to climb the church, because right here there's this block, and maybe that's the block that's missing. So over here on the right, I'm going to grab this ladder, and now I'll have to climb up here and jump right here. And I actually made it to the top. I even placed this bed, and now I'm going to press this block, and it actually worked. Now I'm going to go down and press this button, and now I have to get to the cinema, which apparently is the last block. I'm getting here. I'm going to go through the wall and press this exact block. It really worked. Now I have to get to the last secret location, and I arrived right at the pool. And now I'm coming down here, because this is where the last block is. Perfect. I pressed it, and now I'm going to to be teleported to the top of this place. And I just got this other fire on my hand. Literally, I have this fire, and also this other fire, which I'm sure you've never seen before. But guys, I want him to see this too. He's even looking at these secret things I have, and he ended up getting surprised. He said, "How did you get that?" Look, it's a secret that unfortunately I'm not going to teach right now, because it's really hard. But apparently my friend came here to pick me up, and he said, "Let's show this to the others." So he's heading back here, and it looks like he's arriving in the neighborhood, because we simply have a gym here, and a player is working out, and at the same time he's trying to make this basketball shot, but he's really bad at it and misses every single time he throws. There's even another player who's drawing him, and that's really weird. He's just drawing this Roblox player, but now I just left here, and he arrived too, and I ran away from there because he tried to ban me, and if I got banned from here, I would have lost everything I got. I literally almost lost the effect that took me a long time to get. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the become a member button, and I'll add you on Roblox.